Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from Skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2023 ski test. Today we're going to talk about the Atomic Bent 100. This ski's been around for a few years now. For 2023, it's getting that updated name, dropping the Chetler. Now it's just the Bent 100, kind of signifying the expansion of that Bent collection in general. We now get 85, 90, 100, 110, and 120 instead of 100 and 120. You could easily make the argument that the 100, the ski that arguably started it, no, it didn't start at all. The 120 started it all, but I think you could make the argument that this ski is responsible for this new line. And I think among those skis, you could still easily make the argument that this is the most versatile. Also tremendous value in the Bent collection. These come in at $5.99, the 90s $4.99. So kind of pick and choose between those waist width, whatever is most appropriate for you. They share a very, very similar recipe, both in construction and shape. All starts with a lightweight wood core, very simple construction in this ski. There's no crazy additives, no metal laminates, no carbon. Nothing like that, just a good example of how good, how good a ski can be with just a simple wood core and a really good shaping design. So simple wood core, we get Duracap construction in this ski, so it's kind of a combination of vertical sidewall and cap construction. Basically the top sheet just kind of wraps slightly over the edge, which really increases durability, reduces top sheet chipping and any kind of cosmetic damage, stuff like that. Works really well. And we also get Atomic's Horizon Tech up here. So that kind of beveled finish to the base of the tips and tails, taking inspiration from surfboards actually, and it's just designed to give the ski a little more surfy feel, a little bit easier edge release, greater maneuverability, stuff like that. The 180 centimeter length that we have right here comes in at 1,700 grams. So pretty darn light, even light enough that we've seen some skiers slap touring bindings on here, which is just kind of a nod to how versatile they really are. And we'll get into a little bit more of that versatility too. So we get camber underfoot in this ski, tip and tail rocker. Like I said, it's basically the same profile as the 90. So it is a directional shape, although this is a twin tip. So the tail rocker is not quite as long as the tip rocker. And then I usually like to point out the just amount of camber in these skis. You know, they've got a nice bouncy camber profile to them, which increases the energy, responsiveness, all that kind of stuff. Just makes the ski feel a little more lively. So application for this ski, it's like I almost don't know where to begin. There's so many different things you can do with it, so many different types of skiers that will enjoy it. We've had it in our ski test for, I don't know, 4 years now, a long time. And it's continually impressive how many different people get on it, you know, different backgrounds, different preferences of what you're going to do on a given day. So many different people get on it and they all seem to really enjoy it. I don't necessarily know that groomers is its highlighting performance, but we spend a lot of time on groomers as skiers. It's just something that's hard to avoid, whether you're going from one patch of fresh snow to another and you happen to find yourself on a groomer. Not as strong as something like the Maverick 100. That ski's got some metal to boost its performance, but pretty darn good grip nonetheless. You know, it's not the most powerful ski in the world, but something that I think surprises a lot of people in how hard you can actually push it. Then you take it into trees, into moguls, stuff like that. Soft snow, off-piste terrain. The thing is so fun. It's so maneuverable. You get a lot more float than out of some 100 millimeter waist skis. In fact, I would say most 100 millimeter waist skis. A lot of that credit goes to the Horizon Tech. Not only does it boost float, but it just gives the ski a more, I'd say, intuitive, user-friendly feel in those situations. Now, historically, this has been Chris Benchetler's park ski. He uses the 120 as his powder ski and the 100 as his park ski. Now we've got the 90 and the 85, so I think you'll probably actually see less people using this as a park application. But some skiers, some terrain park skiers just like to have a wider platform underneath them. That's been gaining some popularity over the past half a decade or so. And you can put this thing pretty darn close to true center and use it as a park ski. Definitely still that application. So whether you're more of a freestyle-y guy and you're going to go center, or you're more of a directional all-mountain guy, you ski a lot of trees, you love that quickness and the reactiveness of the ski, you can go more on like a traditional mark for mount point and get better directional performance out of it. And then, yeah, Atomic has the Backland 100, which for them is really the touring model in the 100 millimeter category. But I'm not going to stand here and tell you not to put a touring binding on it. I've seen plenty of these with a shift binding on it. Not only does it look great, you get matching branding and all that stuff, but I think it's a reasonable application. It's a reasonable combination to put a touring binding on these things. So you add up all those things, park, all mountain, off-piste terrain, powder, some touring, add in the fact that you don't have to be the world's best skier to ski them and enjoy them. Intermediates can get on these things and they'll have a blast, but then you have somebody like Chris Panchetler, who's one of the best skiers in the world, and clearly he has fun on it too. So the wide range of terrain and snow conditions that it can handle, and then the wide range of skier types and ability levels that can ski it, just creates such a huge picture of what this ski can do. And I always think that's a really fun conversation, and I think a really valuable characteristic for any ski when you can make it enjoyable for more and more and more skiers. And I think that's the perfect way to describe these skis. So that's it. That's the Bent 100. Back again with just a new name, and I think it's best top sheet graphic ever. This thing's sweet. The 90 has a similar look to it, and I think they both look fantastic. So that's it. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you out there on the hill.